Whether they're purchased for personal safety or recreation, interest in gun ownership is on the rise. The choices are many. Handguns, rifles, and shotguns are among the most popular. As more and more people are drawn to the sport, the need to educate owners on how to properly handle their firearm has become the priority within the industry.
Okay, just release the bolt. Bolt slams.
Firearms education is important for adults and for children alike. Kids are just as likely to come across a firearm as they are a drug or to get in a vehicle and not know what they're doing. So a kid may never grow up to be a sportsman or a hunter or a recreational shooter, but it's just as important that they know how to safely handle a firearm as it is for them to know how to safely handle a vehicle.
In fact, a growing movement across the country is educating youth on responsible gun ownership and safety. Here in Raton, New Mexico, the NRA Whittington Center hosts an annual youth adventure camp geared toward teaching kids how to properly use and care for their firearms. Attendance is up. Every summer, the center is bustling with children eager to have fun as they learn more about their treasured sport.
I have been learning a lot. I used to not be able to hardly even hit a target and rifle with a .22, and I've shot a lot more rifles than I have before. The biggest caliber I'd shot is a .22, and so it's just a lot of fun. They definitely make safety number one, and they push it in a really fun and enjoyable way. They go over TAB, and the T stands for treat every firearm as if it was loaded. A stands for always keep the muzzle in a safe direction. And then B is be sure of your target and beyond. That way you don't hit something beyond your target that you never intended to.
One of the most important things that parents should know before sending their young son or daughter to the youth adventure camp is that safety is absolutely paramount in everything that we do.
You have to have all of the basics down to be able to shoot this, just like the .22s.
Our camp is geared towards the novice shooter, someone that does not have any experience with a firearm. So what these young men and women will do is spend a day and a half on each of the 4 disciplines that we teach here: shotgun, rifle, muzzleloader, and pistol. The first half a day is spent in a classroom setting learning firearm safety of that discipline, how to load, unload a firearm, how to safely handle it on the range, and the range protocol that's specific to that discipline.
I kind of grew up here, so this is definitely a big portion of my life. I remember my first day rolling into camp as a camper, and I was sitting there and I was so nervous that I didn't want to get out of the truck. And I told my shooting coach, take me home. I'm too scared to be here. And he said, I didn't drive this far just to let you sit in a truck. So he made me go, and by the end of the day, I didn't want to get back in the truck because this place, it's so beautiful here, and there's so many just awesome people. And I've learned so much about myself and so much about just having self-confidence and just pride in yourself. Every time I come here, it's a new adventure, and I learn something new. And every time I leave, it gets harder and harder to get back in that car.
For many of us, gun ownership goes hand in hand with tradition. For those just learning, it can be a thrill.
Watch out!
By keeping the crosshairs set on safety, new generations can approach the sport with appreciation and respect for this historic pastime. Founded in 1973, the NRA Whittington Center is home to the most comprehensive shooting and outdoor recreation facility in the country. Open to the public and set on over 30,000 acres, the Whittington Center not only hosts their ever-popular youth adventure camp, it is also home to events like the Santa Fe Trail Rendezvous, the Old West Shootists Association, and is available for conferences and group tours year-round, ensuring fun for all who come for this unique experience.
Each year have about 25% of our shooters are first time, and it's strictly from hearing the word from other people that have shot here. It has grown in popularity because 2 things: the type of shooting that we do and the nice surroundings of the NRA Whittington Center. We now have 32 stages, 16 right here through the bays like you see, and we have 16 back up in the canyon. Shooter numbers are typically 100 to 125 shooters each year. It's men, women, children, and we have probably the best time we can because the facilities that are available to us at the Whittington Center.
Throughout the year, folks can enjoy an array of events packed with anything and everything shooting enthusiasts can think of.
We're open year-round, 7 days a week. You do not have to be an NRA member to come out here and utilize our facility. And there's lots of opportunities for the shooting enthusiast and for the outdoor enthusiast. We have shooting ranges to accommodate everything from a .22 long rifle to a .50 BMG, shotgun ranges with sporting clays and trap and skeet and 5-stand. In addition, we have cabins and RV parks and primitive campgrounds. We have a brand new firearms museum and a research library. Our motto is the Whittington Center is everything outdoors, and that's what we try to be, everything outdoors to everybody.
The experience I'm coming out with is a lot better. I've learned a lot more just little things in shotgun, and then in rifle I have improved a ton. The coaches are great here. I mean, I went from being able to hit like maybe the lowest scoring ring to getting a bullseye. I'm feeling more confident in my shooting and safety, and it's just great.
The Whittington Center has taught me so much more than just guns. This camp is about character building, it's about leadership skills. I know I've become a better leader because of this camp, so that's an experience I wouldn't trade for the world.
For more information, log on to nrawc.org or call the number on your screen.